start the stream. And okay, so let's go to the YouTube one. So I think it's streaming here. Okay, now let's move forward and start pairing. Planning to complete this week 1.11. This is HTML and CSS by today. Okay, now let's go to the, so till where we have completed. I have given this code and the output is show live server preview. So I got like this. If I don't want, then I can go live. So I can just got here directly. I have got here. So that's very cool. So okay, now what let's do is, now let's continue the video.
It is not black. It is hashtag OE. If I hover over this, you will see it's very close to black, but it's not exactly black. Cool. What we have done over here is introduced a CSS property. I have said कि भाई body needs to have background color of this. If I move this style tag, I repeat, if I move this in this div, then only this div will have a background color of black. If I keep it in the body, then the whole body will have a black color. If I keep it in this div, then only this div, as you can see, has the black color. This one does not. That is how you introduce inline styles to your website.
Okay, now so inline style CSS. So inline CSS. So inline CSS in the body. Try up as follows. So I have given here body. In the body I have given style color background color black. So you can see the same thing here. Then now let's go to the output. The whole box. This web page is blog. Like what you say black. So now I just don't want to apply the whole body. Now let's remove this. Now let's go and see. Now only this particular part. So whatever you have written in div, Visual Studio Code, all this, only this part is getting applied as black. So only this remaining part. If it is a body, the whole thing. Now if you give change the div, let's remove from here and add it here. So now this part only got the black. So this is how it works. So the whole body. So this is how you can play with that. This is all called as inline CSS. Whether you are mentioning inside the body, inline CSS. So you are mentioning here, inline CSS. So you can see here. Yeah, again you are mentioning here, inline CSS. So this is how it takes place. So let's now go to the Brave and
Site. Let's quickly, style our application a little bit. If I add style background color here, I see the whole thing is black, but the text becomes invisible because this text is also black. I repeat.
so now let's go. Okay, now it is clear. So yeah.
The Visual Studio Code text here is black, so I should convert this to white. How can I do that? This div I can write style color
Background
is
is
white.
equal to
I
white.
repeat, whatever I written, the color is going to be white.
Okay, now let's change this color to white. So for that, now I'll write in the division part only. this is style equal color. So now the division form updated. So but you got only the yes. So I want only the division part of. So let's now.
Harkirat, why have you written white over here? Why have you not written hashtag something? I can write that. I can hover over this and select, different color. And, that color comes over here. As you can see, I can write it like this. I can write it in its RGB representation. Or I can simply write white. All three of these are the same thing, does not matter. All right. Style equal to color colon white semicolon. That is how you write inline styles. If I refresh this page, you will see Visual Studio Code is white in color. All right. Straightforward, simple stuff. Do we understand how to write inline styles like this? Approach number one is inline styles. This is how you write an inline style. Approach number two, there is another approach which is, you can add a style tag in your application. I repeat, you can add a style tag in your HTML page. And here you can write things like these. For example, let me remove the background color from here. And over here in the style tag, I can write okay, the body needs to have a background color of this thing. What have I said? I've said the body, rather than having an inline style, has a, I don't know what this is called, but it's a style tag in the same file. It's not called external styles, I think. I don't know what the name for this is. But this is another way for you to structure your style slightly better. This is slightly cleaner, right? Having all the styles at the top of your file is slightly cleaner than doing what we had done. Here, put everything in line only. Cool. So this will make your application slightly cleaner. How can we move this style over here? That is a different question. For that, we will have to wait until we reach the last section of this videos. The body.
Now there is another type of styling technique. Another type of way to style this color. So what we will do, we will remove this from yeah, I see head. Okay, coordinator, body style. So this is body, and also this is body. Okay, now initially let's go back to the HTML part of the code. Now, yeah, you have just mentioned head title here. Then you have went to the body, and again you have mentioned here HTML title visual. So this doesn't make so good. So what you can do is you can remove this body and also okay, don't get confused. HTML title, HTML. So this HTML title. That's it. So this thing, go to chat. Like the HTML head ఉండాలి HTML లోపల head ఉండాలి. Okay, HTML head.
body tag was simple to do. If I write div over here, then every div, this div and this div will get those styles. So I can't, if I want only this div to have a white color, written inside this style tag, I'm going to copy to index.css, which is body